Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Almost there to the weekend. What's going on here? It is the KVJ After the Show podcast. If you want to know and would like to see the bird continue drinking, because if he does, then maybe he'll start texting Marcy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, you have any, did you finish that beer over there you started on the regular show?
I'm just nursing it. Just,
Okay. All right.
just steady as she goes.
Boring.
Boring. Oh, then you're taking me home then. It is on the way.
I'll take you home tonight, and then Marcy will take you home tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Get it all out today. Get it all out today.
Oh, I can't. There's so much more. I'm like a large tube of toothpaste.
It is an interesting situation.
Yeah. Your buddy's mom is now trying to kick the tires. See if there's any road games going to be happening there.
Road games?
Mm-hmm.
Roadhead.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a road game.
It's a fun road game.
That's a road game right there.
Big fan of RH.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As long
But
as
Marcy is too.
As long as no one sees it.
Does Marcy still live in the same house that she lived in when Bob was a boy?
To be quite honest with you, I have no idea where Marcy lives at.
So you never went over there and like had Marcy's cookies.
I've never eaten Marcy's cookies. You're going to get me saying some shit, but no, I've never eaten her cookie.
Like you don't like to say some shit.
Never had a sliver of Marcy's pie.
So you weren't that close with Bob where you went over there and chilled?
I was close enough with Bob to, but not chill over at their house.
Okay.
Not really. That doesn't mean I wasn't close with Bob, though. Because there's a few friends that I never chilled at their house, but I'm close with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience before where you thought that maybe you could bang one of your buddy's moms? Is this kind of the furthest it's ever gone? I mean, there's no doubt on this.
This
could.
This one's the most heated.
Yeah.
There might have been one other time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
There's a certain age and a certain time where in a guy's life, I think it's a novelty type concept. I remember I came home from college and there was this bar in my hometown where everybody went. And so it was an interesting dynamic because now you could go and drink with the parents or, the older people that it was taboo. These are the people you're always trying to hide your underage drinking from. But now that you're of age and you could be in the bar.
You're bellied up next to him.
Yes. So you're all there and you can do this together.
And you're legal, baby.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And there was a buddy of mine, and you look at the tier of friends. Like I had really close friends, and then you almost had kind of like in life now where you had associates.
Fringe.
Yeah, people that you knew, and but you're not going to call them up. You're not going to really spend the night at their house often. And so I had one of those guys in that periphery. He was kind of more of a square, didn't do a whole lot of stuff. He was a goody two-shoes, great basketball player, all that kind of stuff, but he worried about scholastics, and I think now he's a pharmacist.
Oh, yeah, you should have done his mom dirty.
We were at the bar, and there was conversation.
Slow it down, baby.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
What was she wearing? What were you wearing?
To Virginia's point, what was she wearing?
Well, considering she's in Logan, it's probably nothing too sexy. It's probably flannel and jeans.
All right, hot.
I don't know. That. But yeah, she was deemed, if you had to rank all of my buddies' moms, and there were not a lot of very attractive moms in our circle, unfortunately.
Slim Pickens.
Okay.
Slim Pickens.
Ironically called Slim.
Did you ever bop the baloney to her?
No.
Okay.
Never did, but there was a point that night where I do kind of remember looking around and be like, okay, is this all in my head?
Is this really happening?
Or is she kind of being flirtatious and could this go somewhere? And then, the thought like, well, where would we even go? I mean, this is just...
Your friend's probably home. Was he?
I don't even know. I don't even know where he was. I couldn't even tell you. Like, we were not even good enough friends. I can't even tell you where he went to college.
Gotcha.
I'm not really even sure.
Okay.
So he was on, down the line a good little bit. And I think she had just gone through a divorce with his dad.
Oh.
And so, yeah.
Kitty wanted to play.
Kitty was newly free.
I mean, just hungry.
There was a moment where, it was interesting, and I entertained the thought. I'm like, wow, this would be an amazing story, wouldn't it? I mean, all my other buddies be like, dude, that's great. Congratulations. But then probably sensibilities took over. It never happened. But that was the closest I ever got. It was a fleeting thought and the possibility that she might have been flirting back a little bit.
Oh, Kitty wanted to play.
Yeah, fresh off a divorce.
Yeah.
Her son's at pharmacy school. I mean, she wanted to get her some Ralston.
Yeah, he was known, probably what he was known for best. He had 3 sisters, and they were all pretty hot.
Oh.
So that was, so it would that was probably where it was, where you would have gone to the matriarch of such beautiful daughters.
But then you go in the house and one of them's there and you make eye contact.
Well, that was part of it where I thought, wow, we're like, okay.
Is this happening?
Yeah, where would this even go? I can't. I mean, they had a full house, I'm not sure that all of his sisters, because I think they were all younger. I'm not even sure any all of them were out of the house.
They would have been home. That would have been awkward.
Oh, my gosh.
Did she grab you on your elbow or caress your shoulder?
I think that's where it kind of went through. There was a little bit of a flirty touch, and I think that's where I'm like, wait a minute.
Did it give you
She had to spell it out for you and grab you.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, does Marty want to take a ride? I'm like,
did it give you a BP? A bone piece?
I don't think so. That would have been awkward.
You were confused.
I was kind of like, okay.
But
all right.
tingly.
Yeah, it was a moment of, this was late at night too. I mean, this is probably really close to last call. So it had gone on, and
she was desperate.
Yeah, it was closing time. I was all the other hot guys had left. There is nobody else but me.
I don't want to speak for the chat room, but I think you're getting all of us going, Kev, with this story.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm just wondering how many dudes out there have a story where either they did or they got to that point where
they could have.
You had that moment where you thought, wait a minute, am I at the doorstep of banging my buddy's mom? Is that where we are right now? And there's a lot of things that you got to work out in your mind in a very short amount of time to say, is this a good idea or is this a bad idea?
It's a terrible idea, but
right.
It's a great story.
It is. You're right.
I mean, would you be upset if you found out one of your friends banged your mom? Think about it for a second.
Well, considering how my mom is, there would be a lot of other things I'd have to unpack before even I got to the fact that it was a buddy.
But they make your stomach turn, right?
Who did it? It would be, by the time I got, that's about the 12th layer of like, and you know who did bang your mom? Yeah, there's a whole bunch you'd have to go through there.
I mean, what if you found out that I hooked up with your mom, Virginia?
I would fully endorse the relationship.
I feel like you actually would be so down with me getting busy with Big Linda.
If she was into it and you were into it, I would say spin her.
Spin her. All right, now you're both turning me on.
Spin her.
It's such a vulgar statement, Kevin.
That's something. Okay, spin her.
I just want everybody to have a good time.
I hear you.
And if Big Linda does it for you, then you get up in it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just picturing you hooking up with my dad. I don't know if I think I would care. I don't think I would like it. I don't think I would like it.
You get mad?
I don't want you fucking my dad.
Randy was killing it with that 70s mustache on Facebook about a month ago.
Take it easy.
Well, I'm just saying what the comments were saying.
There are, yeah, you're right.
They were calling him a DILF.
People were hitting me, inboxing me about my dad.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Ask Marcy.
All right. Interesting stuff. You missed the whole text conversation. It is on the tail end of the regular show.
And
go
it's
back
good.
and check it out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was entertained.
Very.
Yeah. Got some food items here. I'm sure you probably won't mind discussing. One, there's a cool little promotion I want to let people know about. McDonald's is doing this every Thursday. through the end of February where they use throwback prices on one item. For example, like I think today you can get a small milkshake for 25 cents.
I love it.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, McDonald's. I can get behind this shit. This is good.
Yeah, I think that's kind of a cool little thing, right?
So they'll do maybe like a 1983 Big Mac price?
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. And for me, this, takes me back to, I remember they used to have, was it like quarter Big Mac night or something like that? There's some weird thing, like some night of the week. And it was really kind of crazy that, you would do, I think that's what this is. So each Thursday's got a different price. Last week they had a 25-cent cheeseburger.
Okay. Damn, you can feed all your kids for less than $1.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Today is the small shake that you get for 25 cents. Then the week after, next Thursday, they're doing a 20-cent apple pie. The 11th is a 35-cent large fry, and then the 18th is a 25-cent cheeseburger.
Do you guys remember the time? It was a beautiful time in this country. It was when they had 39-cent cheeseburgers
Yes.
and 29-cent hamburgers.
I do.
And I would bring sacks of them. I'd shove them in my pants and bring them in the movie theater.
And fuck them. I mean, he would fuck the shit out of them.
They did feel good on my body, though.
I know.
No, not like that. Not where I wanted to fuck my cheeseburgers. But I did like. It was almost like a beautiful, just a burger blanket.
Okay, Pee Wee Herman.
I did not fuck my sandwiches. Take it back. That's how rumors are spread.
So they got that going on. And I mean, hey, at 25 or 35 cents, you can eat one and fuck the other.
Yeah. You can eat one and fuck two of them.
I have a sack of burgers so I could easily fuck them.
Leave your sack out of this. Hopefully you fucked him with your dong, not your sack.
But the amount of burgers I ate, I could have fucked 4 of them and still had 7 to eat left over. I could have.
Just don't get them mixed up.
Oh, no. That's not mayonnaise.
Oh, good.
Wait, which one was I?
Oh, it's so bad.
And then you guys get me hungry and horny.
Some of the other specials announced. Kraft just revealed that they've created a special Valentine's Day mac and cheese. It's pink colored, and the cheese packet has a candy flavor mixed in.
What? I don't know. I don't think I like this.
I don't know either.
I just, what candy in mac and cheese? It's a flavor packet.
Yeah.
It's pink.
Would sweet work with mac and cheese?
Sweet can work with mac and cheese.
What if you took a chocolate syrup and put it in mac and cheese?
I see where you're going, Fat Kevin.
Any chance that would work?
If you did the Gouda, the smoked Gouda with some chocolate,
You think that could work?
that could work. Or you could melt some peanut M&Ms in it, and it could work.
Interesting.
Yes.
So you could actually add a candy to mac and cheese, and it would be like amazing.
I didn't say amazing. I said you could do it. You possibly could be. It could be amazing.
It's a lot, though. I mean, that's busy.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got that bullshit palate.
I like to keep them separated and enjoy them separately. I love some candy and I love some mac and cheese. I just don't want them together.
I mean, I love the combination of a potato chip smothered in chocolate. That kind
is
of
good.
sweet salt. So I'm wondering if the mac and cheese would have that dynamic.
Potato chips might be my favorite snack from the gas station.
I put it on all my sandwiches. I call it redneck lettuce.
They say now, too, people are serving caviar on potato chips. It's the new hotness.
Oh, that sounds great.
Very salty.
They used to have those little bellinis, those little potato pancakes or little pancakes or little like crepe looking things. Now people are putting caviar on potato chips, and it's very, very chic.
How fancy.
That sounds like horse shit to me.
How
that sounds
fancy.
that sounds like horse shit.
I'm telling you, it's a trend.
Well, I'm going to take my GameStop stock and go buy some Bellinis and caviar today.
Did
No,
someone
you want potato chips and caviar.
Oh.
did one of you say potato pancakes? Did someone say that?
Yes.
I fucked up so many potato pancakes over the weekend. I had about 7 of them from
Fucked or
Joe's.
fucked up?
I fucked them up. I'm not fucking my potato pancakes either.
What food don't you have sex
All right,
with?
let's take it easy. I ain't fucking no fruit or vegetables. You know that.
You do not fuck with vegetables.
I do not.
There's a viral TikTok video right now where there's this guy. He makes a batch of mashed potatoes out of Lay's potato chips.
Ooh.
He dumps the bags of Lay's into boiling water, stirs them up, then tries a bite and says they're delicious. Any chance he's lying?
I can make
talk?
that.
Is it TikTok or trick talk on that?
I don't know, but I can make it for you.
Well, tomorrow is Friday, and I mean, a GCP would be nice
You know
along
what?
with that.
You know what else would be nice? We get the French fries and we make that waffle out of French fries.
We make the waffles. We have a GCP grilled cheese party, and we have the waffles as the bread tomorrow. Or the French fry waffle. The French fries, I mean.
The French fried waffle is the bread for the grilled cheese?
Yes.
I
know.
like
What
it.
I'm saying, you gotta listen to it.
And we'll make the potato chip mashed potatoes.
Yeah, but potato chip mashed potatoes is be good.
Okay, yeah.
Is be good.
Is be good.
That is be good. You talk on the radio.
It's quite remarkable.
What do you think about this? The company behind Butterfinger is teasing us with a Butterfinger flavored peanut butter.
Ooh, I love it.
Yes.
Butterfinger is on point.
Yes, Kevin.
Imagine smearing that. It would be like the same type of flavor as the Butterfingers, but it'd be a peanut butter.
They make Reese's, but it's Butterfinger, and it is great.
Okay.
Smear me all day long.
Yeah.
And twice on Sunday.
Would you fuck a Butterfinger?
I
They're
mean-
little sharp edges.
No, I'd fuck the tube of Butterfinger cream. Ugh, that sounds gross. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was very vulgar. I'm sorry.
That's where we draw the line.
Well, they're saying maybe sometime in the future. So I guess it's possible. Got an email here that says, hey, KVJ DNS. I'm Lauren, your loyal listener in Paris, France. Got a lot of international KVJ people here today. I'm listening to your Tuesday show, and I heard your call out for international food that we need in the States. Virginia mentioned a French taco, and believe it or not, it is a real thing. And I'm trying to look at this. It looks almost like a panini type thing. Is that almost, what is it?
Is that like a
around
crepe?
that? They look like flattened burritos that get a nice grilled sear. They're usually filled with meat, cheese, and French fries.
That looks delicious.
That looks amazing.
I could totally get down with that.
Would you want to add that to the list tomorrow?
We kind of have a big menu. I mean, grilled cheese. I got to get French fries. I got to get mashed potatoes out of potato chips.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Well, why don't you add 6 more things?
It looks delicious, Fat Kevin.
Says also there are a lot of sushi restaurants in Paris, and they have something I think all American sushi places should adopt. It's beef and cheese stick, and while it sounds gnarly, it's so delicious. It's a stick of yummiest cheese wrapped in a thin slice of beef that is then pan-seared until the cheese gets nice and melty, smothered in a sweet soy sauce. It is amazing.
Ooh.
She moved to Paris at the end of September. You guys have been keeping me company while I assimilate and learn French. Love, Lauren. Jason, go fuck yourself. And that's what that looks like, that cheese. It does look pretty good.
Oh my gosh. I want to go there and hang out with her and go eat that stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to go too.
Be fun to check out Patty.
I want to go to France and Italy. Those are my 2.
I want to go and eat it. Just eat the whole thing.
Italy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I bet you could make love to a cannoli.
Oh, I don't even love cannolis that much, but I would make love to a cannoli.
I know you would.
Make love to it. Oh gosh, you got me so hot and bothered.
Monica gave us a little recommendation here for Hulu. She said, just want to give you guys some praise. Thanks so much for getting me through a tough year, but I never give show recommendations, but I have to recommend Transplant on Hulu. It instantly sucks you in one episode.
Oh.
Okay.
I wonder what it's about.
It's good to hear. I have so many great recommendations, and then when I sit down to watch TV, I can never remember what people suggested.
You have to make a list on your phone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll get away from you.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually what I'm doing is I'm taking these emails. I'm starting a stack. It's right by my bed, so I'm going to just start maybe. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I'll take that home with me. Put that in the stack. Thank you very much. Jaybird, you were talking about this show that you got into called Blown Away, about being a glass blower.
I think I want to blow glass.
We know glass people right here locally. They're big fans of the show.
And I believe Denny's wife does some kind of blowing of glass.
Okay.
I think so. She makes ceramics and stuff, and there's, heat and ingredients and shit. So
All
it's
right.
all kind of like she does the ghost shit.
I love that glass blowing stuff. I think it's beautiful.
I want to get into it. It's such a fun hobby. There's so much creativity. It's really fun.
They have a lot of it up in my old parts, up in Hocking County and Logan.
What was the kind of things they would sell for the glass?
It's relatively new since I've been there, but they're starting to put a lot of artisanal type things. Is that the right thing to say? Like artist crafts, things like that.
Right,
Bunch
yeah.
of basically hippie shit. I mean, you'd blend right in. So a lot of hippies are kind of going to that area, and they're making a lot of those kind of like glass blowing and all these artwork type things.
If you're looking for something that's just kind of cozy to watch, it's on Netflix. It's a reality show. It's a competition, one of those competition shows.
Okay, everything
And
is.
The one guy, he does such a cool thing. His mom died in a car accident when he was 15. He was in the car with her. So what he did
my
was
gosh.
he writes these notes to his mom and then burns them into the glass. So when you look at the glass, it kind of looks like a car has been smashed, and he's got all of these notes to his mom in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's deep.
That's heavy.
it is heavy, but it's good though.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have led with that story.
I'm not even buzzed. You just ruined my buzz.
That was too heavy of a story to lead with.
Damn.
I thought.
He was in the car?
Yeah, and he puts red in it to look like all of her blood. It's kind of mixed into the
Damn,
windshield.
bird.
It
Yeah.
did make me think.
Yeah.
Deep
You
and
gotta
hard.
put a parental warning on your stories
All right.
before you say them.
I fucked up. I shouldn't have led with that one. I should have led with a happier story. I don't know. Damn it.
Mom blood?
Yeah, no.
He's got one where her severed leg is hanging out the back end.
I won't even tell you about the girl that's going blind. I'm not even kidding.
Don't.
This
I can't handle
The
it.
show got me. It was tough to
I'm
watch.
so
In fact,
depressed right now.
in
I'm
fact,
so sad.
I don't think anyone should watch it. Actually, yeah, don't watch it. It's gonna. I was actually kind of in a weird mood.
He's taking back his endorsement.
Yeah, fuck that
I'm going
show.
to start weeping.
Yeah, eject.
Somebody said you can blow your own glass at the Benzaten Art Center in Lake Worth.
Wow. We have some legit glass blowers that I follow them on Instagram. I'm looking for their handle. I can't remember what it is, but remember they made me that piece that says hashtag be cool, KVJ
Yeah.
on it. It's awesome, and I wear it. It's like a little necklace piece.
I want to blow some alien glass.
You should. You
Yeah.
could blow a cool alien head.
Make a big ass alien. Have him eating a pizza, or she.
That would be awesome. You could have a glass pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Glass
Kevin,
is cool.
I can make you a Buckeye nut.
Yeah, Buckeye is a nut.
Yeah, I was saying the team.
The nut, yeah.
The team.
The nut.
The nut.
Yeah.
Kevin, I can make you nut.
I could make Kevin nut.
Prove it. Prove it.
He's got a lot to go. He's got to get to me and 10 hamburgers. And
Marcy,
Oh, you're right.
I mean,
gotta
good
have
heavens.
you're
I
a
hope
machine.
you're up for it. I mean, my God.
I'm a sex machine.
What? No wonder you can't sleep.
Wow.
You're always fucking.
Got a lot lined up here. Good luck getting all that.
Could you still do a show if you found out me and Kevin were sleeping with each other? If you found out me and Kevin fucked one weekend, could you do a show?
Yes.
Okay.
And we would have to talk about it.
No. What if he said Virginia? Oh, we're totally screwed.
Look, if you don't want the world to know, don't tell this bitch.
Yeah, we could never tell Virginia. It'd have to be our secret, Kevin.
Yeah, if you don't, I heard Spencer Pratt say this in a podcast. If you don't want the world to know, don't tell me.
Oh gosh, what an annoying comment.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked Spencer Pratt said it.
I am a fan of Spencer Pratt. I love him. I just think he's funny. He talks so much shit about all these people in Hollywood that he knows the inner workings of and about. I'm digging him.
Yeah.
Okay. You like that sassiness,
I
huh?
do. I like his sassy. He's a smart guy.
All right.
Okay. Let me see. We got some more emails here. We got this one from Eric. Said, I was listening to the show earlier today and heard about the religion rift that is being caused by Jaybird's friend and his fiance's families. This was assimilating a Jewish and Catholic family, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and just give my opinion perspective. I'm a gay man who's been with his boyfriend since October of 2018. I met him in August of 2018, and for a while, he went with a friend who is very religious, and because religion plays almost no role in my life, I would never tell my boyfriend that he couldn't go to church with his friend. I was born and raised Jewish, but also have a Christian father and Catholic grandparents. We get it all in there. My boyfriend is Christian, but he doesn't have the burning urge need to go to church. In the 2 years that we have been together, he has been to church more times than I have been to temple or church in the past 15. Recently, my boyfriend and his friend had a major falling out because of some stuff he and his friend did in the past, and his friend basically demonized my boyfriend by saying it was because of him he strayed from God and from church, which angered my boyfriend and myself. I stray from God and all religion because I consider myself an agnostic now, because it naturally happened, not because of my sexuality, not because of anyone. It just never played a major role for me. My boyfriend and I figured it's his loss, and we are going strong. My boyfriend still lives by the Christian word, but has basically decided he doesn't need to go to a church to go by what God feels the path for him. If he wants to go, he's more than welcome to go. I might go if invited, but it's not going to play a role in our life. So there you go. That's how they're dealing with their faith and relationship. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I think you got to follow your heart, man.
Follow your heart, man.
Don't let nobody tell you nothing.
Got Maria sending an email, said I wanted to get a story out with regards to COVID. So this is what happened, and I am extremely upset and outraged over this, and I'm turning it over to you. My daughter's school typed up a letter that went to the entire school with her name and also mentioning her sister about them having COVID. They went too far in doing so. My kids are unaware of this letter that went out. I was able to get the letter through a different parent. Help. Yeah, that's something I don't think you're allowed to share, that information. And
because there's a big problem in the schools with shaming and bullying because these kids, they're kids. Kids are stupid. And they don't understand that, a lot of people have caught COVID. It's not something that you should feel ashamed of or guilty about. A lot of people have caught it. By the time we all get the vaccine, I think the people that haven't caught it are going to be the damn minority.
Some people call it the new STD of modern times.
That's what they call it?
From a certain point of view. They don't, I'm paraphrasing, of course. But yeah, they equate it to, what the fuck are you laughing at?
You.
You know what?
STD?
Because people are afraid to talk about it, and you can't hook up, or you have to let people know. It's not an STD, but they're almost calling it like the unsung STD, if you will. I'm backing out. I'm backing out of the convo. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, I think you need to talk more.
No way.
Yes.
I think you have every right here to be upset, Maria. I think this is something that you should take to the school board, and you should let them know.
Yes.
You don't want other kids to have to go through this. If you get it, it should be something that is private. It is not something that a name should be put into one of these emails. They messed up. They should be held accountable for it, and it should be something where they are told strongly from the school board, don't do that again. If you want to be a real prick about this, you probably have some kind of lawsuit or something you could do. I don't know that I would not recommend going to that level, but I understand your anger, and I think the school board needs to know, and I think the school board needs to get up their ass and say, don't do this again.
Amen.
So
I agree wholeheartedly with Kevin. Don't deal with the school. Go to their boss,
Yes.
which is the school board.
Yes.
Go right over them, and you might have to end up switching schools after this because this sounds like a lot of drama.
Well, I mean, the good news is after a couple of weeks, then it's like, okay, we've passed that. There are so many people that have and, are getting COVID that, as more and more people get it and passes on, I think it's, less of, I mean, when you first got it, it was like the scarlet letter.
Right.
But, I was just even reading, on the cases right now, and not to get too optimistic, but in the U.S., they've fallen 35% over the past 3 weeks, and hospitalizations have dropped as well. I don't think the numbers are as great for us in Florida. This is a national number, but the thing that was going on this morning in the New York Times, they were talking about that we may be seeing the very early stages of herd immunity. They say roughly 100 million Americans seem to have had coronavirus, and for every person who tests positive, 3 more have had it without being diagnosed. According to this study that they had in the Wall Street Journal, another 24 million people have received a vaccine. So you put all those numbers together, about 1/3 of all Americans have at least some degree of immunity from the coronavirus now. So that's good news. That means that hopefully these numbers will start going down, which is what we want to see.
I wonder if me and the other dirty hippie on the show's gotten it yet. We haven't been tested in a minute.
But you did get the antibody test, and it came back negative.
But that was like 8 months ago.
No, that was like 5 months ago.
Yeah, 8 months, 5 months. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's still a lot.
November, October, no, November, December.
Step away from the math.
It's
Step
November,
away from the
December.
numbers.
You can't.
No, it was like 3 months ago.
Because it was the beginning of October, dog.
October, November, December, January. Okay, 4 months.
All right, now we're arguing about tit and tat.
I will argue about tits all day.
No, I'm fighting for tit.
And the thing that's been so odd about the COVID the entire time is I barely have any symptoms to, oh my gosh, I'm on a respirator, and people that die. And that's what's really crazy about this whole virus. And 23andMe, they've got something interesting out. It's a DNA test they're doing that can predict a person's risk of developing a severe case of COVID.
Really?
I guess they're starting to see it in your genes genetically.
Oh, we said this.
Right.
Some people are more susceptible to get a terrible case of it based on their DNA or their blood type or both.
Yeah, which is, I feel good about it. I'm like, I'm just kind of living my life. I'm all good. I got really no concerns about COVID, but I feel like I'm in that mold. But I would get somebody where if you feel like this is not good for me, I would radically look at every day differently. So I could see that.
I think, too, you have to factor in the viral load you're exposed to. I think that matters, too. When you see, like, all these doctors and nurses that have died from it, they died because I think they were maybe susceptible because of their DNA and their blood type. But then also, they see the sickest of the coronavirus patients. So maybe they just got some massive-ass viral load they were exposed to, too.
Yeah. And like I told you, knew this was coming. The first COVID passports are on the market for $20. It's a scannable code that links to your proof of vaccination. And that probably in the next couple of months will be the new way to get into a Miami Heat game or to get on a cruise or to go into Disney is your COVID passport. $20 to put it on your phone, scan, and be like, hey, you're all good. You've had both injections or whatever it might be, and enjoy yourself.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just want the vaccine so I can go see my family.
Yeah, I guess the question is, well, when will that happen? I know they're continually trying to get better rollout, and there's been some problems.
Yeah, we're going to be at the tail end. They can't even get the old people yet. We're at the tail end.
Yeah. How's your hair doing, Bird?
Oh, I'm just still feeling that ginger.
He did a ginger shot earlier, and it's kind of been for him like LSD light.
I didn't like it. It gave me, I haven't slept in a couple days, so I think I got a few things working on me. I got ginger in my stomach. It's all fucked. So don't worry about me. I'm doing good.
So how is your going out in your backyard and laying in the grass to sleep? Is that working for you?
How's your ass scab?
I didn't lay out last night. It's funny how getting bit on the ass will make you not want to sleep out in your backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slept indoors.
You just put like a yard blanket down on the grass.
I want to get, there's a a outdoor bed I want to get. I fell in love with it, Kev.
Those are fancy.
It looks fun.
You see those at like resorts and spas.
It's the kind of bed, if it started raining outside, you just take off your clothes and you just let the water hit your naked body. I do got to get some, I got to block my...
How high is your fence?
It needs to be...
It's not high enough because I can get a step stool.
It's not high enough. No, you could totally see my dick.
You might need a full covering.
I do need to get a cover. If I want to do any kind of naked bullshit, I got to make sure I get some palms or a new fence or some bullshit.
Yeah.
You need to get a 12-foot bush.
I need to get a 12-foot bush to cover my 12-foot bush.
What's longer, your hair or your pubes?
It's a pandemic, dog. I'm single. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. What do you think Marcy's got going on?
Funny enough, I don't.
We were talking about Marcy.
We were talking.
And we think that Marcy
Yeah.
is putting it together.
Yeah.
I bet you she's got that thing trimmed up like the horticulture at Disney.
We think she probably had. Well, I shouldn't. Yeah. I shouldn't say anything, but we think
Bob's not in town.
We think it's probably a well manicured snatch.
Struggled.
I did.
We got to get you some sleep.
I haven't slept. I feel like I'm in a dream right now.
Let's go put Bird to bed.
Come on, baby bird.
Yeah.
It's time for bed.
Just keep brushing, Bird.
Just keep brushing. Just keep brushing. All right, back for a Friday show tomorrow. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.